Well, welcome aboard. My, as I look around, I see a lot of celebrities among us.
Fine-looking group of men, wouldn't you say so?
Hey, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. For those of you who don't know me, I am Tony Serino.
Boy, I hope this is the mess hall. How's it going, Eisenhower?
Well, you start out with the popcorn popper right there, and then there's a butter packet over here, and you don't open that up, maybe with a blowtorch or something like that.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is? Any of you some bitches calls me Grandpa. I'll kill you.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Steel Sanctuary Podcast. I'm your host, Dave Romero from SteelSanctuary.com. We've got Trent and Bob with us today, and we've got our special guest, Tony Serino, back with us. Tony, how's it going?
Great. Happy to be here.
Awesome to have you. We usually start with the injury report, but I want us to do trade deadline first because so much happened on Tuesday.
So much happened in the NFL.
Yes. Steelers got Kyle Duggar, and that's about it. Lots of other stuff. So much rumors going around about what transpired after the fact. We find out today that the Steelers had the same offer for Rashid Shaheed, I guess, apparently, as did the Seahawks, but he chose Seattle. I'm not sure I believe that completely, but I feel like there's a little damage control.
Wasn't there the exact same report about Jacoby Myers? Fourth and 6.
Sure was.
Yeah.
And
I've seen a lot of
Jacoby
this
Myers chose to go to the Jaguars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one I don't believe. You're going to choose the Jaguars over the Steelers?
Well, when you throw in the fact that Travis Hunter is probably gone for the year, you're definitely at least the 2, maybe the 1.
Yeah.
In an Arthur Smith offense, do you want to be wide receiver 2?
No.
That's a great question. That's a very good question.
Calvin Austin does.
Calvin Austin.
Calvin Austin doesn't have any options. It's Pittsburgh.
No, because the alternate to that is Roman Wilson does not want to be wide receiver 2. He's making a good case to find himself back in the the void, the black hole.
House.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he's trying to get back to Michigan personally.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Yeah, you go where you don't have to catch any footballs. You're a great blocker, and you just run straight. I mean, he can't fumble that situation away.
I love
we just keep our feet on the ground. We could just.
Oh boy. I mean, he's right back in the doghouse. We'll see you in 3-4 weeks.
He's screwed.
Back in the milk carton.
Doesn't sound like it though. Arthur Smith this week said, hey, he's just trying to make a play, and maybe not.
I want to see what Mike Tomlin has to say about this. That's the one that.
So Chris Carter was on Crowley's show today, and he said that he thinks MVS is getting a hat this weekend.
Yeah.
And I don't think MVS is getting a hat for special teams. So
No.
if MVS is getting a hat, then that means I think there's one guy that's pretty bad for it. And his name is Roman Wilson.
Absolutely.
Nice knowing you, Roman. Good times. We'll always have that
could be
fumble.
a temporary thing, right? This could be, the Tomlin, like we're going to sit him for a game or what, or not even sit him, but like, limit his reps for a game and, teach him a lesson. I'll always remember the game where every running back fumbled, and Tomlin had that policy at the time where when you fumble, you get taken out of the lineup, and then he had to go back. It was back when like Chris Rainey, Jonathan Byer. This is way back.
I remember that game.
You remember that game? It was like 7 fumbles against the Browns.
Yes.
And he just he had to keep rotating back into guys who had already fumbled. Good stuff.
That was nuts.
So trade deadline day has become like high entertainment for me with the Steelers fans on X, because you wake up in the morning and everyone's hyped. The con artist is cooking. Things are happening. We got a tweet from Mr. Serino saying today's the day.
Today's the day. Every day is the day.
As we go through the day, we get eye emojis and people with fake sources saying it's at the goal line. It's almost there. And then Jacoby Myers gets traded somewhere else, and Rashid Shaheed gets traded somewhere else, and we're getting close to the deadline. It's 3:30, and people are like, oh, Omar's waited to the very end. It's Waddle. It's, Garrett Wilson. Something big's happening. And then 4 o'clock hits. And then it's like people start, trying to change their tune and say, well, we were never really serious about trading. We're saving the draft picks for next year. Everyone's starting to rationalize and this and that. And then we get all kinds of other stuff. I get Alan Saunders telling me that the Steelers were never serious. We're never all in. They're never all in. They were just, this was just a joke. This was like, a training exercise this year.
Yeah.
You sign a 41-year-old quarterback, a 34-year-old corner. You make a giant trade, but you're not all in for this year. You're waiting till next year. I mean, does anybody else get this? Because I don't. It feels like they were all in April.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about this on one of the shows I was on in the offseason. We kind of talked about this, right? Which is like they are all in except for they are not willing to draft capital in the acquisition of future players, right? Like that's the one bridge this team has not been willing to cross. They did the Minka for Ramsey trade. They traded they traded the second round pick in that last class for DK, which I guess is the one exception to this. But like free agent in Rodgers, and all the free agency moves were about making sure that you kept any potential comp picks you could get. So I'll steel man the argument for Saunders. Although if you listen to Saunders, love Alan Saunders, love the work he does, but my goodness, does he?
You could say it. You could say it.
Flip
He's telling the unwashed from up high in the press box, explaining to us like we're fucking retards that we don't know how to follow this along.
There's certainly some water carrying that happens from Allen.
That too.
And
that too.
He's
been on the show.
I'll
I
give
like
everyone
him too.
grace because you got to be in the locker room, right? And like you got to be in the locker room. You got to deal with those. Like you have to deal with the coaches. You have to deal with Tomlin. You have to deal with the players. Like I get that you have to straddle a line, but I understand where your frustration comes in, Dave, because sometimes it really does feel like Allen's talking down to you as like, oh, I am a media member and you're a fan. When it's like, yeah, but I know you're full of shit sometimes because you're just carrying water, like So I know where your frustration is there.
And
we had a big argument
Tony
over
is
that.
a close follower of Trent's Twitter because we've heard that between Trent and Allen.
We had it out about the who's calling the plays, and he's like just killing me with, I've talked to the players, I've talked to Mike Tomlin at the press conferences, and he's definitely not calling the plays. And I'm like, Alan, people lie all the time. Coaches lie, players lie. Give me a break. We're not.
For me, the thing about the calling the plays thing is like, who calls the plays to me is less important than it's Mike.
Exactly.
It's Mike Tomlin's defense. Like it is made in his image, and there might be some like not to say Terrell Austin has no impact on that defense, but it is Mike Tomlin's defense. And all you need to know that that's true is listen to literally anything Keith Butler said the moment he retired. The moment Keith Butler retired, he laid it all out. It's like, look, this was Tomlin's defense. James Harrison said the same thing post-retirement. So, it's Tomlin's defense. Like, Austin might call. Maybe he does call the plays. Maybe he does. Maybe he says it's going to be cover 2. It's going to be cover 3, whatever. But like the amount of cover 2, whether or not how much cover 2 is on the menu, how they're going to run it, the scheme that they're going to implement, that is, in my opinion, coming top down, not bottom up.
Absolutely. It's semantics when you say, well, he doesn't call the plays. Well, he doesn't call all the plays, but I'm sure, I've said it before, there's no play that goes through Austin's mouth that Tomlin doesn't want called.
Yeah, he designs the whole defense, like Tony said. Then he hands him the playbook and says, you can call anything you want in this fucking book.
Well, Tomlin, there was a great line. It was a fun little exchange that Tomlin had. I forget how many years ago it was. Maybe it was 2 or 3. This is during the Matt Canada era. And Tomlin said, or he was asked like about, play calling and da-da-da-da. This was on the offensive side of the ball. And he was asked, do you suggest plays on the offensive side? And his response, word for word, was, I do more than suggest. That was his answer.
I remember that. So can I give you the best conspiracy theory I've heard in the last 5 days?
I don't have the tinfoil already, but I'm
all in. I'm all in on the conspiracy theory.
So, and I forget where I heard it, but people think that Art Rooney told the guys, Khan, Tomlin, we're not trading any draft picks because the draft is in Pittsburgh next year, and this is our showcase, and we're going to have all the draft picks to take advantage of this big showcase. So figure it out, sign free agents, do what you got to do, but you're not trading draft picks. And I've even heard I didn't see it, and you don't know if these things are true or not, but that there was a trade that he nixed because it was close, and he said, that's not worth it. Keep the draft picks for next year.
Con artist is going to cook. Con artist is going to cook in the draft.
This makes a lot of sense to me, guys. I'm sorry. This makes a lot of sense.
Okay, here's my question. Here's my question for this show. Do we think this team is? Do we think this team was a trade on Tuesday away from winning a playoff game?
Well, this is what I wanted to get to. How good do you think this team is?
I think they're this. It's pardon the language here. Same shit, different year. And maybe it's not the same shit because it's a little different this year. That defensively they've been. I know last week was very good. Now I'm not going to take that away from them, but like on the whole, this has been an unbelievable disappointment defensively. Where in years past you couldn't really say that. It was more like the offense is dragging this team down. Not to say this offense is pulling this team forward, but like my thought is this team will make the playoffs. I think that's pretty much going to happen. I mean, there's a chance that they could finish like 8-9 and not make it, but I think they're going to finish 9-8 or 10-7. They're going to make the playoffs, and then they're going to be a first-round exit. And it's just going to be a different flavor because it won't be because of the quarterback. You won't say it's Rodgers' fault this time, like you did in years past where it was Mason Rudolph or that kind of thing, but or Russell Wilson. But it's a different flavor of the same result.
I'm going to just go ahead, Bob.
No, you go ahead, Trent.
I was going to say I'm going to actually disagree. I think this was the season the offense needed to carry the defense in the playoffs. And if the defense does, it's a tall task because of where we've been so far this season. But if the defense catches on a little bit, there's enough veterans who's made plays throughout their careers to where this defense could get hot at some point. If they get a couple of games, if they hold this Chargers team down this weekend, you got 2 back-to-back performances like that, this defense could get hot and take off. And especially with 2 right tackle, left tackle both missing, Alex and TJ Herbig, like those guys could get after Herbert. Herbert does not play as well under pressure. I mean, most quarterbacks don't, but I mean, he really drops under pressure as opposed to other quarterbacks. Like it's a caliber he's considered.
Yeah.
He drastically drops down. And if this offense had I kept saying it, like the guys, I know, Dave, I know you loved Shaheed, but like I wanted the route technician. And if you had the route technician, that is your third down saving grace. What is the absolute worst thing that this offense does right now? 3 and outs. Because we don't have that guy who under any circumstance can get open on third down. If you'd have got that guy, that would have made all the difference in the world in this team. And I think we're 12th in scoring offense right now. Even though the yards are not there.
Yeah.
But the scoring, Aaron is converting at a ridiculous rate, especially in comparison to years past. You add another weapon who really knows how to get open with Aaron Rodgers, and you get his Devontae Adams kind of guy where he just knows on third down, this dude's my guy. This is where I think you compete to win a playoff game and you feel good about it. But now that's gone.
But that's all contingent on your first point, which was if the defense turns it around. Like if what we saw on Sunday is more like the defense we're going to see going forward. For me, the game that broke me was that Bengals Thursday night game. The game that,
it broke a lot of us.
Because that was because I think all of us knew going in, every Steeler team loses this game. Like we all knew that was the trap game, road, Tomlin, Thursday night, division game. Like you got to show up for this one. It's a team you should beat. The team, like the bad defense, Rodgers played well. All you got to do is shut down Joe Flacco. And they were just incapable of doing it. And it just was like, oh, okay, I'm watching the same team I watched every other year. In years past, it would have been, okay, offense, you just got to do anything against this Bengals defense. They couldn't do it, right? That would have been years past. This year, it's flipped. But so I don't know. I'm with you, Trent, that like, yes, if this defense could turn it around, like there was a point in the season where I was actually thinking to myself, given how well Rodgers was playing, like if this defense were actually good, like if they were a top 5 defense, boy, and the way the AFC is this year, I could convince myself of a lot of really stupid things. Like I could convince myself not just one playoff game the Steelers would win, like you could convince yourself in this AFC.
It's a down year.
Sneak your way around to an AFC championship game if the defense was good.
And if you're Omar, you coming off the biggest win of the season, beating the Colts, the best team in the conference. What do we?
I put that up on myself.
You got a 2-game lead in the division. If not now, when? To make a trade to boost this team.
Now, don't believe the hype. Do you believe that was the real defense on Sunday? It was 6 turnovers.
I know. It's. Well, I think I go back and forth, but I think anything can happen in this AFC. The Chiefs are terrible for their standards. The Bills are flawed. The Colts were supposedly the best team, and the Steelers just dominated them.
Jalen Ramsey's move to safety is a big deal. I'm just telling you guys. I was calling for it. I was begging for it. We saw it. Not all of it shows up on the box sheet, but I'm telling you right now, that dude was fucking shutting things down in that Colts offense. They were scared to death of him.
Yeah, and this week's matchup sets up well for this defense because they have 2 hurt tackles, so you can pass rush. Assuming that Herbert doesn't get rid of the ball, so like everything's not just quick like the Flacco thing where they're just absolutely destroying the Steelers with the quick game. This is another matchup that's set up that way. And if I was on next week and the Steelers had beaten the Chargers in LA, I will definitely have changed my tune. But I'm still going to be a little pessimistic about this team and say like I said to you guys when I went during the offseason, like this is a lost year for me. I kind of don't care what the Steelers do this year because ultimately this team really gets back into contention when you find a future quarterback and you start to really rebuild this roster. I just don't see this team competing in the ways that like win you a playoff game.
I got to respond to this. If you think Gadsden is better than Tyler Warren, you're out of your fucking mind, dude. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Gadsden's been good. I mean, Warren,
he's good, but come on, Tyler Warren is on a whole different level in the tight end spectrum.
I like Gadsden.
I will say this, okay? So I still have belief in the team. I said a couple of weeks ago, I said any game that the defense gives up less than 28 points is a must win. We should be expecting the teams will score 28 or more on us every single fucking week, and we have to play accordingly. If it falls right, if we caught Denver, if we caught whoever wins the AFC South, we've already beat the Patriots. Colts and Patriots are the 2 best teams in the AFC right now by record.
Kind of outliers with those turnovers, but yeah, we beat them.
but we did. We turned them over. We beat them. So could we beat them if it fell right? Sure. I would not want to see Buffalo, even in Pittsburgh. I would not want to see Kansas City, even in Pittsburgh, because elite quarterback play is our poison. That's the only 2 elite quarterbacks in the AFC as far as I'm concerned.
Do you think the Steelers win the AFC North?
Yes, I do. I think Baltimore is this whole they're going to run the table bullshit. Nope. Yeah. I mean that team the first 6 weeks they have real fundamental problems on defense,
and that should show up Sunday, right? Against the Minnesota team. I'm not saying Minnesota's a great offense, but that should be a game where that defense shows like the bad Ravens defense shows up again, right? In my opinion, Sunday is everything. Like if the Ravens lose and the Steelers win, all this pessimism, like Happy Tony is all the way back.
I just feel like you wouldn't get Aaron Rodgers for a reason. You want to take a shot.
Yeah.
Put somebody on this team that help him out. I mean, we've talked about it a million times.
Washington.
We've talked about it a million times in this podcast. There's no quarterbacks in this draft that they're going to be able to get. This draft for quarterbacks is sunk faster than the Titanic. It's pretty bad.
Anybody work in the 3rd round?
Who's your man?
Haynes King.
Don't.
Oh Jesus! Fuck!
Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you just say Tim Tebow in the 3rd round?
We have running backs already. We don't need to.
No, he doesn't.
Triple option, baby.
The triple option Tebow.
I asked the guys. I'll ask you, Tony. If the Dolphins came to you and said, "We'll give you Waddle, but we have to have a 1st-round pick," no, I would have done it.
0% chance.
No,
I would have done it.
No, because a second receiver at I understand that we're probably not. This team's not going to get a quarterback next year. Although the quarterback the Steelers was in the news. The Steelers quarterback in 2026. Have you guys talked about Kyler Murray yet?
We were talking about that in the chat.
Oh, good God!
Because like he is. It's 1,000% he's going to be the Steelers quarterback next year. If the draft class doesn't improve in any way, I mean, you can You might as well buy your Kyler Murray jersey today, like right now on NFLShop.com. Number 1, Murray. Print it out. Get the authentic stitched version because you're going to be wearing that for like 6-7 years.
You're killing Trent. You're killing.
I would rather bring Kenny Pickett back than fucking Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is a joke. And Kenny Pickett can sit my bench, but I'd rather have him on the fucking team than Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is so fucking trash. I hate that dude.
This is what I told you guys.
The hamster wheel.
The hamster wheel.
You better be begging and pleading that Aaron Rodgers comes back for one more season. That's the offseason.
Murray's absolutely coming here. Absolutely. If they cut him, absolutely. Tomlin does not want to rebuild. He wants to keep going. Keep winning. Give me the best.
Yeah, well, look have the Cardinals won with Kyler Murray? I'm just waiting for that one.
Well, did anybody win with Mitch Trubisky? He still went with him. Did anybody win with Russell Wilson in the last 10 years?
What's the old Rodney Dangerfield line? If you want to look thin, hang out with fat people. If you want to look tall, get a short quarterback.
Yeah, and Tony, you're right. And if they sign him, that puts it off another 3 years getting a quarterback. You're going to skip the 27 class, which is supposed to be epic at this point because then all those quarterbacks are coming out. I know we've said this before, but this time I know. But they have to come out, right? This time.
Well, are they going to be good? Are they going to be good?
Nah, true.
Did Rodgers with the Jets?
Yeah, I mean, but I seriously, I said in prep, I'm with Tony. I kind of agree. I don't hate the idea. My number one choice is Aaron Rodgers to come back. But I agree with Tony, and Florio said it too. If they cut him, Steelers only got to pay him $3 million a year, even for just 1 year as an experiment.
Yeah, go ahead, Trent.
My number one choice would be get Aaron back. My number two choice is just see what the fuck Will Howard can do. Maybe he gets us the top pick of the draft. Number 3 pick is go ahead and let Mason Rudolph, for all the fucking fan base still thinks that dude can play football. Let him fucking run out there and get up to the first pick of the draft. Kyler Murray is somewhere around. I would let Jalen Warren throw the football first. Get him the no. I cannot stand Kyler.
So I want to be clear. I'm not saying that I want Kyler Murray to be the Steelers quarterback, right? I am saying if you look at how this organization views itself, where it's a 1 year, what is the maximum we can do to compete for a championship? Well, and the thing I know you guys are, this is not an Omar podcast, but the thing I will give Omar credit for is at least there is a long-term vision with Omar. I do believe that he has okay, we are all in. I get that every year to be all in, but we're not going to be morons about it. Just trade away the future to win with a 41-year-old quarterback. So at least they didn't trade a bunch of draft picks. But going into next season, what are their options going to be? Okay, you're going to have Fernando Mendoza in this draft, and then I think the South Carolina guy is going to probably come out because he's going to end up getting overdrafted in the first round. And then who's the third guy that everybody's talking about in the first round right now?
The guy
it's the Oregon kid, but there's a lot of
I think he's back. He's
back. Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson,
yeah.
The Alabama quarterback.
Ty Simpson's good.
Ty Simpson's real good.
I really like that kid.
He's going to be the number 1 pick. So he's crossed him off the board.
I think he should be the number 1 pick. He won't be
over Mendoza.
Yeah, I think Ty Simpson's going to be the number 1 pick.
Yeah. They'll pick Simpson over Mendoza. I don't think they should. I like Mendoza better too.
I don't really. We were talking about just before. I'm not that.
Isn't Ty Simpson a little short? Isn't he 6'1"?
6'1".
6'1". Okay, that crosses the threshold. Never mind. Okay. Well, I think if the Steelers view themselves as not being in the race for one of the top guys, and Kyler is available in free agency, the way Tomlin talks about wanting to have a veteran who's been through this, who all the stuff he said about I think he said this about Trubisky of all people when they brought in Trubisky. That is the path of least resistance to get this team immediately back into contention. Now, Trent, I 100% agree with your take on this, from a rational perspective. The best case scenario, if Rodgers is going to retire after this season, and you now have another hole to fill at quarterback, and you're not going to get one of those top guys in the draft, then you need to punt. Legit punt on quarterback for a year. Will Howard, Mason Rudolph, some 1 year experiment, whoever the modern day Teddy Bridgewater or Andy Dalton is, kick the can on that guy. Let's Okay, cool. We're going to go 1 year with that because we're in the 27 draft. We're doing this all again.
Tomlin's not doing that, man.
What are the I was just going to say, what is the percentage chance that this team will kick the can at quarterback?
Zero.
Point.
Especially if someone like Kyler Murray is sitting there in their crosshairs. That's. I mean, Tomlin's not going to accept Will Howard as his quarterback for 26. He's just not going to do it. It's not in his DNA. You'd have to fire him.
Is Will Howard allowed to practice yet?
Let's fucking fire him then. If that's the option, then fucking fire him for the love of God and get a real quarterback in 2027.
Look,
that class is loaded.
Ohio State love aside, Will Howard is not the answer. He was a 6th-round pick for a reason. Unless
I've always said I don't think he's an NFL starter. I was fucking around saying maybe he gets his first pick of the draft.
That is true. We could easily go 2-15 with him.
But the question is, like, could Will Howard do enough in practice this year? Which I don't think he's allowed to practice, and also he would probably be the scout team guy, so you're not going to get enough reps. Like the whole Will Howard thing, they just don't. There's no information for them to go on.
No.
It's more likely that like Anthony Richardson is the quarterback of the 2026 Steelers than it is that Will Howard is the quarterback, right?
That is a name we do not utter on this podcast.
I know, but I remember that from the offseason. I thought let's bring that back.
I brought up the analogy last week or the week before. It's the hamster wheel. We're getting right back on again.
Yeah.
Aaron's going to retire. Tomlin's going to seek out a veteran he can go 9-8 with, and think he can win, and that's Kyler Murray probably. And we're right back again, and that's going to buy us. If that happens, that's going to give us 2 years minimum, maybe 3 with Kyler Murray.
I got a question for you. Let's say Simpson goes number 1 overall, but as he probably should at this point.
Or either one, him or Mendoza. It's.
But let's just say Mendoza's sitting there in 5. Do you take T.J. Watt in 2 1s and do everything you can to move up?
I don't think Mendoza's that good. He's not that good.
I don't either.
What do you think?
I also think I just think this class has too many quarterback needy teams that are out and out tanking. By the way, Saints, Jets, Browns, all out and out tanking for quarterbacks.
Rams
remember
have
the Rams have
picks.
The Rams have 2 first-round picks. Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, a quarterback lasting till 5 to me is
it's not happening.
Yeah, by 5, it's going to be like Lenora Sellers. Like you're basically how high do you want to pick a complete project?
And I think Sellers is going back. I heard on a podcast, McShay's podcast.
I think so too.
The Miami Hurricanes have already making inquiries towards him. Sending little signals to him.
I think I sent you that. Didn't I send you that in the group chat?
Just to be clear,
It's
Fernando Mendoza is 6'5". I know we're seeing some short quarterback stuff in here. Mendoza is 6'5".
Yeah. Mendoza, I was going to say, Mendoza has all the attributes you want. From a traits perspective.
Yeah.
Pure traits perspective.
But really kind of reminds me a little bit of Drake May coming out.
No way, dude. No.
Drake May is a lot more athletic than him. He's kind of a...
Drake May has a better arm. I think Drake May had way better arm talent. Mendoza is so schematically just drawn up.
Wait until the second round, take Carson Beck. There's your answer.
Oh, fuck that.
You're
going to give me on a whole different rant. You've been watching this podcast. He knows the fun
like, how do I fuck with Drake?
I was in on Beck for a little while, but I'm out.
Carson Beck, a.k.a. Kenny Pickett. We already had that guy not that long ago.
Drew Aller's lurking.
Swag, though. Kenny Pickett with swag now. Remember.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Drew Aller's lurking.
I would think Drew Aller
quarterback.
Time before the 7th round.
Penn State guy, local.
I think you guys are trying to fucking murder me tonight or something. You try to give me a heart attack with this bullshit?
Trent, I'll help you out here. I'd start Will Howard over Drew Aller all day, every day.
Thank you.
I wouldn't draft him before the 5th round, but that kid got screwed in Penn State.
Let me ask you a question.
Drew Aller's is he coming back?
I don't think so. I don't think
he's done.
He
has no eligibility. No,
he's done.
Let me ask you guys a question. Klubnik or Nussmeier falls to the 3rd.
No.
You take a flyer.
Well,
I take a flyer on Nussmeier all day. Nussmeier all day.
The 3rd.
I'm not a Nussmeier fan either. I don't know, man.
Same height, same build. I mean, Klubnik. If you want to trust
Out of the two, I'd take Nuss.
If you want to trust 2 years worth of film, Klubnik's film last year was way better than Nussmeier's film. This year, are they that drastically different? I mean, Nussmeier is better this year.
I told you guys.
I think I would take a shot at Klubnik because he was making all the throws all over the field without the arm talent to do it.
He's small too, right? 6'2"-ish.
They're all 6'1". He and Nussmeier, they're both 6'1". They're about Klubnik's only about what 190-ish, 200,
Yeah.
and I think Nuss might be 205, 210 maybe, or in that same ballpark.
And for our friend Big Pun here on Lenora Sellers, I'm still high on Lenora Sellers, but I've been saying for weeks, 3 weeks into the season, I said he needs to go back to school. He needs to go somewhere else, transfer. If he comes out, he will ruin his career. I still think he's got a lot of tools and he's a good player, and he'd probably be a first rounder if he comes out. But if he wants to be a long-term NFL quarterback, he needs to transfer, go somewhere else, and evolve in the position.
Trent, is the reason you like the 27 class because of Sayan or Lagway?
Oh, fuck Lagway.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean, Lagway right now. Okay, but hold on.
That kid's fucking trash too.
Well, but yeah, let's let him.
There is a number of really good. Number one, I think Dante Moore is going back to school.
Yeah,
I think Sellers is going back to school.
Yep.
I think John Mateer is probably going back to school.
Yeah.
And that's going to eliminate some of these guys that are in the top of this class. You get them another year of eligibility, and none of those guys have more than 17 starts in their career.
Right.
And I know you guys don't want to hear this, but
the
Arch is playing well again.
The 30 start.
1 week.
He's
couple
never
weeks now.
coming out.
Couple
There's
weeks.
no way.
Next year.
See,
27.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have Arch. You're going to have Julian Sand. You're going to have Mateer. You're going to have Sellers. You're going to have Dante Moore, who I fucking love. Dante Moore, I've been on the Dante Moore train since what? Week 3, Dave and Bob. You guys know I was on that train for really early on.
Nico, another guy's playing better now.
Nico, he's starting to climb his way into that conversation. You're going to have probably 8 guys in that class that if they
CJ Carr, don't forget CJ Carr.
He'll have one more year, right? Before.
Yeah, well, he's a true freshman.
He
He might be able to come out. I'd have to double check.
It's a good class, man. That's a good class.
Yeah. There's going to be 7 or 8 guys. I think viably as a Steeler fan, we always know we're in that 500 range. We don't lose. That's the biggest issue with trying to get a quarterback. And if you have 7 or 8 guys in a class who could go first round, it's so easy to get up to 15 and go snag one of them.
Right.
In this class, you've got 2 guys worth drafting in the first 3 rounds right now. It's Simpson and it's Mendoza. And that's it.
Yeah. Well, I do wonder if someone like a Moore looks at, or a Sellers. I think Sellers might be the better option here because Sellers has all the traits. Like, do they look at the 27 class and say, what are the chances that I'm the top guy in that class or a top 5 guy in that class versus I could just be just literally throwing your name in the ring. Like Lenora Sellers today, if he just said, I'm coming out, you're the 3rd best quarterback in that class just because.
He might be the number 1 pick. He could be the number 1 pick because the traits. It could be. People fall in love with traits.
Go ahead.
Sorry, CJ Carr is eligible for the 27 draft.
Yeah.
So he's a redshirt freshman.
Yes.
Okay.
Greg pointed that out in chat. Double check that we're right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it now. Yep.
Sorry, I'm looking up the 23 class because the point I wanted to make about Sellers is that we saw this with the Anthony Richardson draft, right? Which is like a guy who came out in all traits. He came out in the same class as Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud. I don't think there's another quarterback taken in that class, or not in the first round anyway.
No.
That was the Will Levis draft. So no, he was taken in the 2nd round. But like
back
just
that
by
class, isn't that terrible?
Bryce Young ended up being too short. Couldn't have seen that coming. No one could have seen that coming. And then
especially if he was standing behind a fence.
I wouldn't give up on Stroud yet.
Stroud is such an interesting player because you rarely see a player who's like extremely good their rookie year and then, or at least not say he was good, but like perform it their rookie year and then it just never got any better. In fact, it markedly got worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did. They're murdering him as offensive line though. They keep switching it and changing
true.
it, and it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
True.
If I were any of the quarterbacks who come out early, if I'm advising any of these guys, Dante Moore is the one I would say try it, because you could easily get him into the top 5.
Yeah.
His throwing talent is ridiculous. He doesn't have the experience.
Yeah.
But his throwing motion is smooth as hell. I love that kid.
All right, let's switch gears to the Chargers game now. We'll do the injury report real quick. Oh, before I do that, Relic had a question for us, and I told him we'd get to it. He's like, why did we sign DK Metcalf and not throw him the ball, basically? He's got 47 targets this year.
I wonder if somebody could have predicted that.
It's – I think he's the guy that's getting doubled and tripled, and teams are trying to take him away. So it's getting tougher and tougher. They don't have that number 2 option. And DK's not exactly Mr. Separator. He's the go deep guy.
His drops are also
that's true
as
too.
frustrating as anything, because he gets such limited targets anyway. Every drop he has, and of which there are many, is amplified.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't be surprised. This is what we thought we were going to get with DK.
Look, and if you
Big
paid
plays.
attention, sorry.
Go ahead, Bob. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, if you paid attention to his career, I said it before the season. If Bob had a file, this would be in it. Look, DK we were going to like rooting for him. We were going to like watching him play. Don't like the drops, but he is a 70 catch, right at 1,000 yards, 8 to 10 touchdown guy. To expect him to turn into 90 catches, 1,500 yards, 10, 12 touchdowns, that's not his game. He's been in the league a long time. Honestly, I think DK is probably the best number 2 wide receiver in the NFL, and we're trying to jam him into the number 1 peg.
I think he can be a number 1, but it's tough. It's tough in this offense with no one else to focus on except Darnell Washington.
They're playing an offense where like Rodgers wants to get rid of the ball so quickly. Like,
That's the other thing.
That's where I was getting ready to go.
Yeah. He doesn't hold the ball for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what's
Go ahead.
You know what's funny is the Spencer Anderson pass that I'm sure every Steeler fan saw. His reception. DK Metcalf was streaking down the sideline for a touchdown. Who should have been the number 1 option on that.
Yeah.
Aaron did not even wait for him to get 5 yards downfield. Now we know DK can cover 5 yards pretty goddamn quick, and you didn't, because he beat the defender in 5 yards. He was already 2 yards past him by 7 yards.
Yeah,
and
but
Aaron couldn't wait that long.
I think Rodgers is predetermining it. Like
he is.
How much? 90% of all plays are predetermined before the ball is snapped. And I'm not watching a lot of all 22 these days, but like just from the TV angle, you can tell.
Yep.
I was covering the all 22. The safety wasn't even looking at DK, and I'm like, if you got one-on-one with DK Metcalf and you know he's streaking downfield, I don't fucking care. I'm never going to throw the ball to my 320-pound offensive lineman. I'm going to give my guy who's 6'4", 230 pounds a chance at the downfield shot. You have to. I mean, we're one of the worst explosive play teams in the NFL. That's why you're not even giving them opportunities. That's the big thing for me. And the other thing is, so I pointed out in our war room a couple different times now, when he's in the slot, he's getting open, you're getting yak, and it's easy completions, it's easy moving the ball, and we're just refusing to give those looks because we're not in 11 personnel ever. It's a problem.
Tinfoil hat for a second. I'm curious what you guys think about this. Do you think Aaron is setting the league up for a late season, postseason? Okay, you think we're going to throw it here short every time? You're going to draw up, and then in the playoffs or in big games, all of a sudden now I'm going to hold the ball and go down the field.
No, I think it's all
He's a crafty
self-preservation.
vet.
I think it's all self-preservation. He's trying to get rid of the ball and survive the season.
I would love if someone could separate for me the amount of true drop back, not play broke down and Aaron is kind of rolling out. It's like, essentially the kind of after the play type stuff. Like what is the average depth of target, like of just the drop back plays?
It's atrocious.
It's got to be the lowest in the league by
Oh,
I mean, I think we already are average depth of target, but like remember, like the Fryermuth touchdown against the Bengals, right? Like some of the biggest plays this year came on either, I guess it's rollout play action, so it's not true drop back, or like play breaks down, Rodgers throws it deep, but everything else is just
Yeah.
Barking up the wrong tree, buddy. I'm an Irishman. Now, if you said a liquor store, hey, we're there.
All right, let's do the injury report now. Oh, you got Trent. You got
What
anything
about
else?
all this Joe Brady stuff that we're seeing in the chat here?
the Joe Brady. Well, we're talking about LSU a lot, I guess. So that that's trash.
Joe Brady had one season with the greatest offense ever assembled in college, and now he's the next.
Well, he's the current OC of the Bills, right?
Yeah.
So,
Did he flame out somewhere as an OC?
yeah,
or
Carolina.
Carolina.
Which, just one more thing on the offense. The thing that's so frustrating about this offense and the style that they are is that they continue to try and force feed Jonnu. And
I don't get that either.
What?
I said I don't get that either.
What are we doing? Yeah, what are we doing? Yeah.
Well,
I think the other problem is Aaron Rodgers' trust in the offensive line. He's not. They're protecting much better, and he still
getting better as year goes on. Yeah.
He still has not found that trust in the offensive line where he thinks he can stand there and go through progressions.
Yeah, Mr. Steeler early in chat was throwing out kudos to Fatanu and Broderick playing much better. I mean, I really think we're going to miss Isaac from a jumbo package perspective, but I do think Spencer Anderson, like Trent says, will be fine. I'm just worried we can't run the ball without the jumbo package.
All right, let's do the injury report real quick. Steelers, Scotty Miller's out. Jabril Peppers is out. Cole Holcomb is out. And Isaac Seumalo, as you just said, is out. The Isaac Seumalo one's the big one. Chargers don't really have anything too bad. I'm looking right now. Only Bobby
Other than
Hart's
all
out.
the injuries they already have.
Yeah, besides their tackles that have been gone for the season for a while.
Both the running backs.
Yeah, and the running backs too. I have Old and Hampton on my fantasy team, and that's killing me. This game seems to me to be put on a silver platter for the Steelers defense, especially. Tackles out, quarterback holds the ball longer than most. You know, their wide receivers are good, but not great. This seems to be served up to them. And these are the kind of games that Tomlin figures out a way to lose, which this is why it makes me nervous. It's like every time you think, yeah, this is the one, I don't know. We'll see.
Defense turned a corner last week. They figured something out in the secondary. Like, they're not getting beat on quick passes anymore. They're able to get pressure on the quarterback. They're facing a team that really is having struggles running the football. They don't have they're both their tackles. Like, yeah, exactly. This is just like, oh, and this should be like, if there's ever a matchup, this should be it. This is 100% a barometer game for me. I said this earlier in the show. Like, if they come out of this one with a win, I will change my tune on what I believe this team is capable of. But I am going into Sunday night, and I'm expecting that like you, Dave, I am expecting that this Steelers team is going to find a way to lose this one. It'll be a frustrating one. I imagine it'll be close. But the back-to-back games of Bengals, Packers, I lost all trust in this team's ability to be anything different than what we've seen in the past. And what we've seen in the past for teams like this is you go on the West Coast, you have a silver platter type game, and you find a way to lose. And I hate to say it because this team, there was a point in this season where like it felt like this team was different, but this team has to prove it to me.
Yeah, me too. I agree 100%.
It's a good matchup from the defensive standpoint. You can play the two high safety. McConkey is good. He's not and I don't think we want to play these guys man. I think this is where too high zone can really affect as long as the pressure gets home. And look, bottom line is any quarterback in the league, I'm not telling a secret because they all watch tape. If you throw an 8 to 10 yard out against the Steelers defense, you will complete that pass 100 out of 100 times, as long as you find the target. I mean, it's there. It's there every time. They have no answer for that except to get pressure. Ramsey took a lot of stuff away. He did such a great job holding down Tyler Warren, and not like he was covering him man-to-man either. They just looked better. I'm with Trent. I think Ramsey makes a huge difference in the secondary. Let's get him on to the second part of his career now. He's still our best cover corner. but he's so much better at safety than anybody else we got. Let's control it. Keep everything in front of us.
I mean, the Titans got 6 sacks against the Chargers last week. The Steelers should have double digits. There's nobody on the Titans rushes the passer that good.
The Steeler defense last year destroyed the Chargers last year. I forget the exact. I talked about this on my show. Yeah, go ahead, Trent.
Nick Herbig destroyed the Chargers last year single-handedly.
They had negative yards in the second half of last year's game, if I remember. I forget the stat, but they were dominant in this football game. My worry is, do you guys remember the last time they played him in LA?
Yeah,
it was a Sunday night game. Was it a Monday night or Sunday night game? I can't remember.
Sunday night. Duck Hodges, right?
No.
This is the Ben year. The Ben year.
This is the year where Herbert ran for 200 yards.
Ben's last year, 21.
Yes. Very frustrating football game. I do worry about Herbert's legs in this one. Mm-hmm. Like you said, Bob, I worry about the guys like McConkey and this passing game getting going without the ability for this pass rush to get there. That's how the Steelers are going to lose this one, right? I mean, I don't think Cor Vidal is going to run for 150 yards on this Steeler defense.
No.
I think the way for this team, the Chargers, to win is quick passing, get rid of the ball, and then if Herbert can find some lanes to run with his feet, he's hurt the Steelers in the past on that.
Yeah, that's his point. He had a bad ankle going into that game.
Well, he also played that game, and guess who knocked him out?
Yeah, but he came into the game dinged up. So.
He was already hurt. I think the biggest thing is you can't look at this game in the same lens as you did the Colts game, because the Colts ran a lot of 12 personnel. They like running 12 personnel. You're going to see a lot of 11 out of this. And really, honestly, I know I just said Gadsden is not Tyler Warren, but he is a very good receiving threat. He's basically a receiver in a slender tight end body. So you essentially almost have a fourth receiver on the field every time that kid's in the game in 11 personnel. And they can spread us out a lot. And I really am worried about Ladd McConkey and his route running against Brandon Eccles in the slot. That could be a problem.
So Trent, what happened? Because you watch L22. What happened last week? Because I know they were this pseudo benching of Slay. Was Eccles still in the slot? Were they bringing Slay out in nickel?
Yes.
So Slay would play outside.
When Slay was hurt, they were bringing in James Pierre, and he was playing on the outside. And then Slay did return to the game. So, I mean, he did come back in, but Eccles stayed basically in the slot the entire game, which I actually think Eccles is better on the outside than he is in the slot, but he played fine in the slot against the Colts.
And Ramsey stayed at safety the entire game.
Yeah, he played
pretty much. Yeah, I think every snap was in safety. He lined up against Tyler Warren in the big down, like the money downs, the third down stuff. He was pretty much locked up on Tyler Warren.
Do you think there's a chance? Because I think I forget who said this. Maybe it was John Ledyard, or it could have been the Derek who does that podcast with. Someone said there is a thought that when Duggar and Peppers are both healthy and integrated, that's your safety combo, and then Ramsey can go back to nickel, or you can kind of play with that a little more.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
I would like to see this a little bit more and see how it works out before they start. Well, Peppers is out for this game, so
honestly, I think I would flip it. I think I would put Peppers in the slot and have Eccles on the outside. I mean, Peppers is versatile. He can play a little bit. You're probably going to do that against first and second down type stuff, not third down type stuff. But
you don't want
you don't want him locked up on Ladd McConkey. No.
No.
But you could run that in a zone package with Peppers. He's smart enough as a player to read zones and react in zones and things like that. So especially dime looks, he's going to be in the slot and dime looks anyway. You're going to want Jalen Ramsey staying deep right now the way that this defense played last week.
Hey, we could have some fun. Let's put Joey Porter on Ladd McConkey and bet the over on holding penalties.
No, fuck.
All day.
Well, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Porter versus Quentin Johnson is going to be.
He's going to hold Quentin Johnson too. Yeah, that's going to be a fun matchup because that's a big physical dude. Yeah, that's going to be.
There was a pass last year in this game when Herbert was still healthy where Joey kind of dipped down and played the flat, and he let Johnston go. There was a touchdown pass, and Mika could not get there. They were playing cover 2. I want to see them bait Herbert into that throw because I think Ramsey can get there, and that could be an easy pick. where he looks to throw that hole and let Ramsey come down and be aggressive and go for it. Might still give up a touchdown on it, but I think you can bait Herbert into a pick with that because it worked last year.
Yeah. I do think, I mean, the other thing in this game is like they do use it. I mean, Gadsden, we talked about him earlier. He's not Tyler Warren, but like, the middle of the field has been a big problem for the Steelers this year. Yeah. So that could, another way for the Chargers to move the ball.
Yeah. And cover 2 does not help that. I mean, cover 2 opens that up. I mean, that's the big weak area, and the Colts did not take advantage of it.
Well, let's just hope because that's because Patrick Queen tried hard, So if as long as he's trying hard, we're good.
Hey, look, that's Trent. We got a Caleb Johnson fan in the chat. Johnson's speed is serious. Maybe he'll get some carries.
Give me some Caleb.
I think he means Quentin Johnson.
I think
I was going to say there's no chance he's talking about Caleb.
I failed on the Caleb Johnson pick. We're moving on.
We're taking a red shirt here, Trent. We're not giving up on that. We're taking a red shirt here.
For this year, I failed that one.
This year, I mean, it's just too much going against. Unless an injury happens, then maybe he pops back in the picture. But, I think this is a winnable game, man. We had to recalibrate how we feel about the Steelers because of Aaron Rodgers now. The games, aside from the Bengals game, which was going to be a loss no matter what, he helps us win games when we ordinarily wouldn't have in the past with the cast of characters we had before, Russell Wilson and the whole 9 yards. This offense is a little better. And to Tony's point, if this defense would just – you guys keep saying that they're talented enough to be a top 10, top 15 defense at least. If they can get into that. The Steelers defense is talented.
They
play like it.
Bottom 5.
They have names. They're named enough. The question, okay, this is the problem I have with the Steelers defense. It was like, they have the names, but like, how much true talent do they have?
Yeah, you make a good point. You got to wonder about TJ. And we know Slay already. That question's been answered.
Ramsey is better. Okay, Ramsey has an outside man corner, like we saw that. I think we're all good on that. Yes, we're not.
Safety is the place for him.
But safety,
he's
can
excellent
be fine.
there.
So like I like that better. You guys know my feelings on Patrick Queen. Although I was like Patrick Queen had some games here where I was like completely wrong on PQ. Then there are a couple games here where I was like, victory last time. Peyton Wilson had a really tough start to the year.
He's playing a lot better.
Cole Holcomb's hurt, but I guess at the right time because Malik Harrison is back now. D-line is. I will say Keanu Benton has this like roller coaster ride of a season going on right now.
He's riding the high right now. He's riding the high hard.
Are you going to get which Keanu Benton are you going to get right now? We're getting the holy shit. That's the Keanu Benton.
Cam Hayward's been solid all year.
Oh, he's
a rock.
Dude, he's an all-pro right now.
Yeah.
He's dominating.
I still think they need to get Derek Carmen on the field more.
Somebody called that.
I've been counting Cam out for 3 years running, and he proves me wrong every time.
He got back from the grocery store feeding his family, and now all of a sudden he decided he wanted to play football.
The Chargers defensively, they got Odafe Owe, who I think Odafe Owe, since he's been on the Chargers, he only been there for like 3 weeks, has 3 sacks.
He's got 4. He's got 4 sacks. I looked at
4 sacks with them?
Yeah.
Okay, so like that could be a problem.
Yeah.
Well,
their defense is pretty good. They're 5th overall in yards per game. It's pretty decent defense.
They have the luckiest intercepting cornerback in the league. Your favorite player?
Oh
Dave?
boy.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Dante Jackson.
He's still doing it. He's still doing it in LA now.
Led the team in interceptions last year. Why do you guys hate him so much?
Yeah. There was a few. It was more
because they all fell in his fucking lap when he turned around.
Hey, right place, right time. Right place, right time.
That's exactly what he did.
Better lucky than good.
That didn't work out for Beanie too well, did it?
Yeah.
Beanie had 4 interceptions, and he's on the street now.
Thank you, Mike Tomlin.
That's a matchup they need to exploit. If Dante Jackson is on the field and he lines up with DK Metcalf, you have got to throw DK the ball every single time.
I don't think that's going to happen. But
no, this team's going to be like, can they run the ball against the Chargers? Like, can you establish a running game? They couldn't do that against the Colts. It led to that offense just being like, it was probably. probably a bad performance offensively last week, right?
It
They
was.
did score.
It was.
They did score 20. What would they score? 27 last week, but like a bunch of that was aided by turnover.
Yeah, that was one of their worst offensive performances when you really look at it. They couldn't run the ball. They didn't play well at all. It's you get 6 turnovers, you have to win.
Dropsies. Darnell
Arthur Smith called a fucking terrible game.
Yeah,
he called a god awful game, in my opinion.
That's weird too, because the checks, we talked about that in the last. We give Aaron Rodgers credit for checking into good plays in the line of scrimmage when they win. Well, no, he's got to take some criticism when he's running into heavy boxes or whatever he's doing, when they lose. It can't be all Arthur Smith all the time.
Yep. I agree with that.
I also think that game changes on a dime, and I think Arthur Smith doesn't. I think he pulled back. That first play that they had been completing the big shot down the field, when Jonnu dropped that, I think it really affected how he called the game from that point on. It shouldn't have, but I think it did.
Oh, there's one problem. I think, to me, the thing with Arthur Smith, and I think we're all thinking it, we're not saying it, which is that we just didn't get Kenneth Gainwell the ball enough. That was the real problem to me offensively. Is like there were 3 carries, and that's not nearly enough.
The whole podcast, he's just repeat on the button the whole podcast.
Hey, we gave Gainwell his flowers the game Jalen was out. He played a great game that week.
Yeah, I mean
that was the game in Ireland, right?
Yes.
Yep.
He is. Kenneth Gainwell is. Yeah. I mean, in Ireland, one of the to the Irish, Kenneth Gainwell is a top 5 running back in the National Football League.
He's Rooney's favorite player from this point forward. He saved the Rooney Bowl.
Yeah.
If the Steelers played 17 games in Ireland, would they actually try to win?
They might have made a trade at the deadline.
Would they be all in? Would they be all in?
I'd be all the way in.
All right. Any other thoughts on this game before we go on to the picks and power rankings and all that good shit?
No, not.
We're running long here.
We got it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Want to do the power rankings?
Rankings real quick.
Yep. We got the Eagles on top, Bills second, Seahawks third, Broncos, Patriots, Rams, Colts. Mr. Negativity was the only one to put the Steelers in the top 7 this week. The only one with the stones.
Wow.
To put the Steelers in the top 7. Everyone calls me negative.
I wanted to vote him 7th, but I couldn't put the Colts below them because it was a road loss. And they're still 7-2. And honestly, after last night's game, I would absolutely vote the Steelers and get the Denver Broncos the fuck out of the top 7.
Yeah.
I was going to say that the one team that stands out in you guys' power rankings right here is the Denver Broncos. I think the Bucks should probably be in and the Broncos should be out. If I were, otherwise, like it's.
Yeah, I mean, but the Broncos keep winning. It's weird.
Yeah,
and it's ugly. But
what year was it? 2021 Steelers when they were like 10-0.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like we all knew, right?
We did.
One of those
we did. It was coming. We all knew it was coming.
Hey, we're the number 1 seed. Hey, what do you want us to do? Like we're the best team in the AFC. And then
the big difference I think in between those two is Jonathan Taylor can still go Jonathan Taylor.
Wait. I'm not following you. What do you mean, Jonathan Taylor can be?
I mean, you can hand the ball to Jonathan Taylor 20 times and get 250 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And those Steelers didn't have that. They didn't have the guy they could hand the ball to.
No, but he's comparing them to the Broncos.
No, the Broncos.
How
Broncos.
they keep winning.
Oh yeah.
Broncos. They're like they feel like they're just getting away with it every week. It's like, all right, like. The bill is coming due. We have to make till January, but like the bill will come due.
Well, we'll find out next week because they got Kansas City.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like they're just so volatile with Bo Nix, man. You could hit on Bo Nix for a game, and then the next game he throws up an absolute dud. Like they're very volatile. I was surprised more of you guys didn't put the Packers in, and they just keep winning.
I don't think the Packers. I don't know.
I don't think
they lost to Carolina. That's left a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, Carolina's 5-4 now. They're winning.
I know.
The Packers lose to these games where like the other team's able to play ball control and like make the game weird. And then Jordan Love is just the most volatile quarterback in the league. You can have every 1 week he's like an absolute, superstar. I think we saw that on Sunday night.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the Packers are another team in here. Like the two teams in here where I feel like the bill is coming due. We all know it, but we're like, this is a cute story. It's the Patriots and Broncos. I don't think either of those teams are like if the option was to play the Broncos, Patriots, or Chiefs in the playoffs, who would you rather like of those? Is there any chance where you're picking the Chiefs?
No.
Only if
Not a
Mahomes
chance.
got hurt.
No.
Yeah. I
I
mean, the
think
Chiefs
I'd
are
rather
5-4. Would you pick the Ravens would you rather play the Ravens or the Broncos or the Patriots?
I'd rather play the Ravens. I do not think they're
No.
very good.
Patriots because they can't block. They can't block.
Okay, here's another weird one. If Burrow got healthy and they snuck in, would you rather play the Burrow-led Bengals or the Broncos or the Patriots?
And we couldn't beat the Burrow-less Bengals. Why
I know, yeah.
Why play the Burrow
Patriots
Bengals?
So hold on, though.
That.
We might have a better chance against the Burrow Bengals than we do the Flacco Bengals.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there's actually truth to that for sure.
He holds the ball more.
I like the Patriots a lot in what they're doing, but their offensive line is bad. They're going to
They're a year away.
May killed before the
I mean, it's
season.
a great story for Drake. May's a good quarterback. Mike Vrabel's doing a great job, but they beat the Bills. No, I'm not gonna take away from that one. But their other wins this year are Dolphins, Panthers, Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their schedule going forward is pretty weak too, right?
Well, they play the Bucks this week. This is a big barometer for them. Like, can they go toe to toe with the Bucks? Because I'll change my tune if they can. But I just go back to that. Well, I think it was 2020 Steeler team. Like, they were winning games, but everybody knew, like, all right, this is. And I just think the Broncos and Patriots kind of fit that mold to me. I think the Rams might be the best team in the NFL right now. No one's talking about it.
Yeah. I didn't have them in my top 7, but they're pretty good.
Do we know
They're
if
pretty
Puka? I know he got hurt again this week. Is he down or is he playing?
I don't know.
It's a good question because they
clue.
play the Niners this week, and that's always a bad matchup for them. So they're going to need him.
Yeah, they're favorites on the road. We're gonna do our picks now, but it'll be interesting.
Absolutely. So
Ready for
quick
NFL
little
picks?
Standings.
Oh,
Quick little standings.
this is bad for us.
Do not
Last year
use
we
me
were-
to bet the fucking lines ever.
Last year we were all comfortably over 500, right? Except for maybe Dave.
No, we all finished way over 500. We were
Yeah.
like 560 for the podcast.
Against the spread?
Against the
Against
spread.
the spread.
Boys, you guys need to be texting me these
guys-
picks early. What do we do?
Not this year.
Yeah, not this year. True.
I can
All
text you my picks and you probably just take the opposite. You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. Just fade Trent is a winning strategy in 2025.
Wasn't I like 6-2 at one point in the AFC North? Now it's
Yeah.
getting back to.
I was like 30 and 8 in the AFC North last year, and I can't get it together. But the locks of the week, you guys are all doing pretty well. Me, not so much.
That's not good. You should be better than 5-4 on locks.
Well, you could be 3 and 6.
This is true. All right, let's start it out. The Atlanta Falcons are traveling to Indianapolis. They're getting 6.5 points going on the road to the Colts.
It's in Berlin.
Oh, that's right. My bad. It is
It's the
Berlin.
morning game.
Oh, these are wonky. These are very wonky games. I'm going to take the points. The Falcons.
Interesting.
Take the points.
I disagree. I think Jonathan Taylor will have a huge game in this game, especially being held like he was last week. Give me. I'm not a believer in the Falcons. Give me the Colts all day long.
Trent?
Smooth
Smiling.
Jimmy's
Uh-oh.
lock of the week.
Lock of the week, huh?
Give it to me. The Colts are going to bounce back.
Wow.
Jonathan Taylor goes off against the Falcons defense. I think their edge rushers are nice. They're good for the pass game. Not so good against the run game. I think Jonathan Taylor has a big one.
Tony, who
Tony?
you got?
I'm the Colts. I mean, the
Colts.
Falcons, since beating the Bills, the Falcons have lost to the Niners, Dolphins, and Patriots in a row. And that Dolphins game, the Dolphins were able to impose their will in the running game, which for the Dolphins is hell of a feat. Jonathan Taylor is going to run right through this Falcons defense. Yeah.
Things get long, guys. This is going to be a closer game than you think. All right. New England Patriots are traveling to Tampa Bay. Big game. Patriots are getting 2.5. Who wants this one? This is a tough
Wait,
one.
the Patriots? Whoa. This game's in Tampa, and it's Patriots plus 2.5?
Yeah.
Which makes them the pseudo favorites?
Yes.
No.
Yes, it does.
The
Well, they
Bucks
usually give
are
the home team
laying
3
2.
If
points.
you give the home team, if
Yeah.
you give the home team
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
points, then you're like
Yeah.
pseudo favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Patriots in this one. I'm going to be honest. I am a Drake May believer. I thought he was the best quarterback in that draft class. I still think he was the best quarterback in that draft class. I know pass protection is an issue, but that kid just keeps making it work. I mean, the Bucs have been winning a ton of close games, which is really hard, but 2.5 is enough to make me feel pretty good about taking the Patriots in this one.
Bob, what do you got?
I'm looking.
All right, I'll
Bucky
go. while
Irving's
you're looking.
out.
Yeah,
Well,
Irving's out.
yeah, and Godwin's out. Hassan Reddick's out. You know what, though? I'm kind of with Tony earlier. I think this is a barometer game. And Baker Mayfield, I think, works some magic. Emeka Ibuka has a big game. So you give me the Bucks.
Tony?
Yeah, I love Igbuka. This is a bit of a rat line for me. I hate these lines where they like if I'm looking at this game as a casual, I'm thinking, wait. Okay, I know the Patriots are 7-2, but like who have they actually beaten? Bucks are a legitimately good team, only 2.5. I'm gonna take the Patriots here, even though I said earlier, like I don't really believe in them. This is one of those like Vegas knows something I don't know. Vegas is smarter than me. So I'll take the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Patriots too. I'm a believer. All right. Buffalo Bills. Yep, you are. The Buffalo Bills are traveling to Miami. They're giving the Dolphins 9.5 points. Boy, the Dolphins are cooked. They got to be one of the worst teams in football.
They were sneaky competitive in the first time they played. Sneaky competitive.
Yeah.
No, give me the Bills all day. The Dolphins are terrible. They did fire their GM, which is a step in the right direction, but there's 2 more guys that need to go out of that organization.
I'm going to be honest on this one. I am done picking the Bills to cover on big spreads. It's 9.5. They keep failing me on these big ass spreads. I'm not fucking doing it. The Dolphins do enough to keep it under 10.
Smooth Jimmy's lock of the week.
Yes.
Dolphins route. I mean, Bills route.
Oh,
Bills-
whoa.
I almost misspoke there. The Bills, I think they figured it out. They're getting ready to go on a little run here. The Dolphins are ready to quit. They traded Jalen Phillips away. They've already raised the white flag.
Are there look-ahead spots in the NFL, or is that only a college thing? Are there letdown and look-ahead spots? Because they played the Chiefs last week. They play the Bucs next week. They got the Dolphins.
That's
match
legit.
next week.
I think that is legit for the NFL too. I do think they kind of let down a little bit, but the Dolphins are just they're just a dead franchise.
The Bills have been doing terrible with big spreads this year, except the last time they had a big spread. They demolished Carolina.
Yeah.
I like A-Chain, and I think if you go back and watch that Baltimore game, I still think Miami should have won. They outplayed them up and down the field, and Derrick Henry didn't go off till that final turnover where the defense was like, oh, we don't give a fuck then. I'm going to take the Dolphins in the points just because I think Buffalo obviously wins the game outright, but I'm just
Big letdown game after that Chiefs win too, man. They spent a lot of energy on that win.
Yeah.
If it was in Buffalo, I'd take Buffalo, but in Miami, they usually play them pretty tough down there.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, the Baltimore Ravens are traveling to Minnesota. The Ravens are getting 3.5 points. Interesting game.
Boy, if JJ McCarthy wasn't the fucking quarterback,
The Ohio State leaps
I
out.
would take the Vikings until JJ McCarthy's the fucking quarterback. Ravens.
Same. Ravens. Blow them out. This is a blowout. This is never a game.
Yeah, I agree. Ravens are going to win this one. Derrick Henry's going to go off.
And I actually think the Ravens have turned their defense around, weirdly enough, and we'll start to see it in this one. I think this one is a destruction.
To quote Joe Starkey here, wrong. The Vikings win this game, and it's not close.
Oh boy, you're just homerism there. You just want the Ravens to lose real bad. The New Orleans Saints are traveling to Carolina to play the Panthers. The Saints are getting just 5.5. 5-4 Panthers. This one stinks to high heaven.
Disgusting game, disgusting line.
It does. It stinks to high heaven.
Do I think the
wouldn't touch
Panthers
this.
can win by a touchdown? I think this is like a principle. I think I have to take the Saints just because it's like, why are the Panthers getting a touchdown, almost a touchdown, against anybody? Yeah, I guess I'll take the Saints. Ugh.
Panthers at home are pretty good. Panthers on the road, different story. I'm going to go Carolina. Hold my nose.
Only because it's in Carolina. Do I think they cover? Yeah, I would never pick this game if they were on the road.
Right?
I'm still playing catch up this season. The only reason I'm going to take this is because you two both took the Panthers. I'm taking the Saints. There's no fucking rhyme or reason, so don't pay attention to my pick, people. This is just to try to catch up.
The Panthers too.
All right, I got a chance.
All right, the New York Giants are traveling to Chicago. They're getting 5.5 points from the Chicago Bears. My man, on an island by himself, nobody left. Jackson Dart.
Are you a
Nobody to
Jackson
throw
Dart
to.
guy still? Are you? Have you done the lap like marathon, like the whole thing on Jackson Dart?
I've been with him all the way.
Yeah.
All the way.
I'm taking the Bears in this one. The Bears.
Yeah. Bears at home.
Scadaboo never got hurt. That was
Yeah.
the season ender right there. That was tough.
Scadaboo, neighbors.
Yep.
Looks like the coach is going to get fired any minute.
Yeah.
I'll take the Bears.
I got to take the Bears in this one.
What'd you say, Bob?
I said
You
I
too?
will also take the Bears. I hate to lay 5.5 on Caleb Williams, but
Okay.
Yeah. We got a clean sweep there.
Yep.
Jacksonville Jaguars are going to Houston to play the Texans. They're giving the Texans 1.5.
this is a surprising line.
Let me double check that. Make sure I get that right.
It is. No, I'm looking at it right now. It's
Yeah, are you? All right. Because I did this kind of in a hurry. So.
Yep. No, Jacksonville by 1.5 is the spread. I also think it doesn't make any sense. I am gonna just hold my nose and take the Jags on the road. The Texans defense is really good, but I don't understand that team because for as good as they are defensively, I feel like they should be a better football team.
Mm-hmm.
But no, taking Jags.
Greg saying Brian Thomas Jr. ruled out.
Really?
Oh boy.
So C.J. Stroud, though.
Oh, C.J. Stroud's out. I forgot about that.
Jags.
All right. Jags.
Jags all the way. Yeah,
Oh, C.J. Stroud's out?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Jags.
the line
Yeah,
makes total
Jags.
sense. Jags.
Yeah,
Jags.
Jags.
Yeah.
Was it
Clean
Davis
sweep?
Mills? Davis
Mills will
Yeah,
be
Davis
starting.
Mills.
Oh, boy.
Jaguars, big time.
I will say this, though. We didn't mention on the fantasy podcast, Davis Mills plays. Get Nico Collins in your lineup. I know he's been bad this year, but all Davis Mills did was throw to Nico Collins when he was in the game last week.
I like that.
All right. Cleveland Browns are traveling to New York to play the Jets. The Browns are a 1.5 point favor on the road. The Browns.
I know. Going up against Quinn Williams and Sauce Gardner, that's going to be a tough matchup for Dylan Gabriel.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Oh. I'm taking the Browns. The Browns are going to pitch a shutout in this game.
Yeah.
I don't know about shutout.
Nah, that defense the defense for the Browns is it's a touch overrated. They do have a good young talent. The thing about the Browns that's frustrating is that they're bad, but their young players are actually good.
Yeah.
I'll also take the Browns. I don't believe in the Jets.
Fields
Steelers dodged
out,
the
right?
bullet with Justin Fields. Yeah.
Is Fields out of this game?
I think he's playing.
Well,
I thought he was playing.
He'll be active. Whether he'll start is the question.
Well, after
Yeah.
his last game against Cincinnati, it'll take him at least till the second quarter to get benched.
It's got to be the Browns in this one.
Yep.
The Jets are so bad.
Bob,
Terrible.
we getting a clean sweep too?
You know what? This is the game I predicted Shador would make his debut, and I still think there's a good chance he will. But because the Browns will be down big, I think the Jets rally around Aaron Glenn and win this game. There's something about them being terrible that they embraced and said, fuck it. They didn't have Sauce Gardner last game. They did have Quinnen Williams. So Quinshon Judkins could make me look stupid here, but I'm going Jets.
All right. Cardinals are traveling to Seattle. They're getting 8.5 points on the road in Seattle. They're better without Kyler Murray. Substantially better.
Jacoby Brissett.
Brissett's playing well. Seahawks seem to be a wagon, though. They're
Give me the
playing really
Cardinals.
well, too.
Tony's lock of the week.
Ooh,
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Smooth Jimmy.
All right.
Too many points. Principal play.
I think Jacoby Brissett comes back to earth in Seattle. That's a tough place to play. I think I'm going to take Seattle to cover.
Seattle's on something. I keep saying this like every week. They are on to something in Seattle. They've got something really, really working. I like the Seahawks team. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Bobby?
Honestly, I don't know why they traded for Shaheed. I mean, I like Torrey Horton. That should be your number 2 guy. But, yeah, I mean, I do think I picked the Cardinals last week to the Cowboys. This is a much different team they're playing this week. Even a division game, give me the Hawks.
All right. The very disappointing Detroit Lions are traveling to Washington to play the Commanders. They're giving the Commanders 8.5 points.
I thought you were going to say very disappointing Commanders because that's really
Yeah, they are disappointing, but the Lions
Really?
I thought were really good.
Yeah.
That last loss left a bad taste in my mouth. The Commanders are dead. Their quarterback's out. McLaurin's still out too, or is he back?
He's questionable.
yeah.
Lions.
I think the Lions blow them out. They should. At least they should. This is also a pseudo revenge game. Remember, Lions were one and done in the playoffs last year. This was a team they lost to. Pseudo revenge game. No way Dan Campbell lets this team lose 2 weeks in a row, and 3 out of 4. Although 8.5 is a lot of points. Why am I? I'm just not against this. This is against the spread.
Yeah.
Still give me the Lions. Still give me the Lions.
Yeah, Lions
they're gonna wrap.
Yeah, I feel like they win by at least 10. Lions all the way on this one.
Clean sweep. Lions.
All right. The Los Angeles Rams are traveling to San Francisco. They're giving the 49ers 5.5 points at home. This one smells.
I don't like this at all.
I know the 49ers are banged up, but
Ricky Pearsall could play. He's been upgraded to questionable.
division game. These two.
This is another principal play. The Niners play the Rams tough every time they play. This is in San Francisco. I think you just have to take the Niners here, even though I do think the Rams are one of the best teams in football.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Rams might squeak it out, but 5.5's a lot. I'm taking the 49ers.
I'm also on the 49ers here.
This is gonna be my second one where I absolutely hate the pick, but I'm gonna take the Rams just because I gotta play catch up. I don't believe in it. I think the 49ers win. I think they got to keep this close enough to cover, but I'm taking the Rams just to try to play catch up here.
You got to do it.
All right.
Love it.
Monday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles are traveling to Green Bay. The Eagles are getting a point and a half.
I'm taking the Eagles all day.
Eagles getting points. Unusual.
Smooth Jimmy's lock of the week.
Eagles are. I really feel like it's going to be big. You can't beat Carolina. You got Philly coming to town. I think he has it.
I got a funny feeling.
This is one where it's like, this is one where I'm like, why isn't this line more in favor of the Packers? Or sorry, in favor of the Eagles? It feels like free money to take the Eagles in this game.
It does.
So once again, I will do the opposite here because Vegas knows more than I do. I'll take the Packers.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Packers too for the same reasons. It seems too easy, which usually means.
This is wrong team favored. Like this is not just like the point spread teams off. Like this is just straight up wrong team favored. Anytime wrong team's favored, I have to go the other way.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
All right. Sunday Night
Trent, you're
Football.
going Packers too?
Trent, you going Packers?
No, I'm sorry. I went Eagles.
All right.
Okay.
Sunday Night Football. Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to L.A. Steelers getting a field goal.
It's actually moved to 2.5. I don't know when you did
All
this,
right.
but it's 2.5 right now.
All right, we'll go 2.5. Ooh, that's
Yeah.
Interesting.
You don't have push protection anymore.
And we predict a score here, Tony. We need a score from you too.
Oh, score prediction?
Yeah.
Chargers 28, Steelers 17.
Trent, what do you think?
I don't just think we cover. I think we win outright. I think the defense found something to just make the quarterbacks, and Justin Herbert does this naturally on his own. He holds the ball. The pass rush can get home. I think TJ is getting healthier. That hip thing that he had seems to be no problem after last week. Alex Highsmith, if he can stay on the field, I mean, he had a great game last week. Herbig, Cam Hayward's playing at a great level. I feel really good about our front 4, 5, 6 guys, whoever's running out there, against theirs. I think we win. I think we win 24-14.
Bob?
I like the matchup with the tackles. We have to get home. We have to get pressure. However, Tony brought up a good point about Justin Herbert's legs. He does have escapability. Even though Daniel Jones he didn't look to run. Herbert is looking to run a little bit this year. So
he's got 300 yards rushing this year already.
I think the defense struggles a little bit. Ultimately, we do get pressure. We do get sacks. I think we'll get one turnover out of Herbert through a fumble or through an interception. I like it. I also think we'll score a bunch, but it's going to be all field goals. 29-21 Steelers.
Okay. I'm so conflicted. This is a game the Steelers should win. It's right up there on a silver platter for them. Both tackles for the Chargers are out. This plays into their hands, but this, just when you think that, is when the Steelers drop the ball and lose on you, and in a big way. I'm going to go Steelers 24-17. I think they pull it out. If it's not Aaron Rodgers, I'm almost certain they lose this game. But I'm sticking with Uncle Aaron. 24-17.
This would be a huge win for the Steelers. It'd be a huge, huge win. Get them to 6 wins. Like, they still have a tough schedule coming down the stretch. But this feels winnable, and it's a road game. The Ravens are still kind of trailing behind, so you're kind of keeping, at least if the Ravens do get back on the tracks, you kind of got to stack some wins. And obviously the Steelers, those games against the Ravens are going to be the biggest games of the year. But, 5-4, losing 3 of the 4. Like, things are going to feel real weird. And then, I don't know if you guys saw who the Steelers play after this, but, we're going to have flashbacks to that Thursday game coming up.
Is it the Bengals again?
They got the Bengals at home, yeah.
The other thing about this game I think that's interesting is, Chase Brown started the game running really well against us. I think it was pretty easy that we were really worried about Josh Jacobs running really well against us. That opened up the short passing game. The Chargers, we don't have that same threat in this game. They do not have the same threat. That's going to eliminate some of the worry of the run game, and our front can, I think, control their front on the other side of the ball. I think we have a good one.
Yeah.
I'm worried Harbaugh comes up with some weird thing to counteract this defense somehow.
You keep thinking
the same weird bullshit he's done for fucking 15 years. He ain't changed his offensive playbook in fucking forever. It's the same goddamn guy. It's the same guys. He just ain't got Colin Kaepernick to run around. It's Herbert now.
The worst case scenario is that the Steelers come out and are as poor offensively as they were last week, and they don't have the 6 turnovers to put the points out. And then this is a artificially low scoring game. Like, even if the Steelers defense comes out and they're great, like they're not going to get 6 turnovers again. So what does this team really look like when the defense is playing well, but they're not getting a shit ton of turnovers and the offense is just kind of bleh, right? Can they win under those circumstances? Because that's like I think we can all agree, like, that's the real Steelers. right? Can you win with those conditions? We'll see.
Yeah, they absolutely need turnovers to be effective on defense.
Yeah,
For sure.
They absolutely need.
Yeah. They live
And they
on.
will get one.
I mean, Herbert's, prone to turnovers. There's no doubt about it. He's and he holds the ball longer than the last few quarterbacks they faced. So that's on their favor too. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking myself into it, and then that devil on my shoulder says, "This is where they fuck up. This is where they screw up." So we'll see.
Don't let it in, Dave. Don't let it in. Hold it back.
I'm fighting it. Positive Dave isn't going to last too long. I can tell you that.
Get back on the wagon.
You got 3 more
12-5.
weeks.
Let's go.
3 more weeks of positive Dave. Then the reality of that schedule sets in. It's going to get tough.
The 2 games still with the Ravens is terrifying.
If they win one of those 2, though.
That's all I got to do. Split. Get home.
Yeah.
Then they can win the division. Just split.
Yeah.
Just imagine what happens if they beat the Bills.
They can't. The problem, Dave, though, is that they cannot afford to screw it up against the Bengals next week. Yes, they have to split, but then you also cannot afford another division loss.
No, you can't. You're right. You're 100% right. Oh, they got the Lions still on the schedule too, right? The Lions and the Bills still coming up.
Lions, Bills, yeah. Bears are
not easy either.
Bears exist, yeah. They're
2 Ravens games. They need to win this week. They got to win this week.
If they win this one, then you get the Bengals, you get the Bears, even though it's in Chicago and they're playing better. If you go on a little
lot of weapons
run
on the
there,
Bears. A lot of weapons on the Bears to cover. Yikes.
Quarterback though.
Yeah,
Caleb Williams against the Steelers front. I could see that not going.
That's
well.
a good point. That's actually a good point.
I like that. I mean, that's the one that matches up well.
I forgot myself for a minute. It's Caleb. I forgot all about that.
We're fighting against the Bears.
Just throws out. Ravens have not lost a division game yet. So even if the Steelers were to split, if they finish with the same record at the end of the year because of that Bengals loss on Thursday, assuming the Ravens do not lose a game against the Bengals or Browns, the Steelers lose the division.
Yeah. That Bengals game is going to haunt them. It's going to haunt them.
Well, I'm going to put this out early, and this is going to be a little crazy. I think we sweep the Ravens.
Let's go. God, that would be sick. That would be sick.
Their defense is so bad.
If they sweep the Ravens, you can talk yourself into them being a legit contender in the AFC.
I think we're catching our stride defensively. It's been so up and down and streaky and all this other shit, and I know the turnovers are so dependent on how this defense plays. I think, man, I'm telling you right now, the Colts are not an anomaly team. They have been the most efficient team in football. Take the strength of schedule out of it. The offense has been cooking, and we shut them down. And I know everybody's going to say, oh, Daniel Jones threw for 347 yards. 200 of it was in the fucking garbage time when we were up 3 scores, and we're just running the clock out. We shut that team down.
If that defensive performance is anything like what we're going to see for the rest of the year, then you could convince yourself that there's only 2 teams that are really scary in the AFC if that was real.
Yes.
And I've been saying it. The best thing about this team is we have not seen their best game. We have not seen their best game.
Haven't seen a complete game. You're right.
Complete.
Yes.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt. Is there a complete game in there, though? Is it in there?
I think so.
Save it for the playoff game. Save it for the playoffs.
Very eerily reminiscent of some of those late. I don't want to put them in the Super Bowl category yet, but it's very. I just feel like this team gets a little better each week, a little better each week, a little better each week. And look, if the offensive line by the end of the year is a top 12 unit and the defense is just a average defense, Aaron Rodgers is going to take us a long way.
This is shaping up to be them against Kansas City in round 1, which will be a disaster. Just a disaster. Kansas City sneaks in the playoffs. No.
They might. I mean, they're not that far off from getting
that's what I'm saying.
Statistically eliminated category.
I'd be shocked.
Keep struggling throughout the year. They got a lot of ground to make up right now.
Yeah, they got
winning teams in.
They got to sweep the Broncos. If the Chiefs sweep the Broncos, then they're probably going to win that division.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. If they do that, yeah.
And even if the Chiefs sneak in at 7, You don't seriously think we're going to be the 2 seed, do you? We don't see them till at least the divisional, probably the AFC Championship. I feel like we're
What did we
at
talk about
best
last
the
week?
3 seed, the 4 seed.
If the season ends today, they play the Bills, right?
They would have played the Bills, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
That's all going to change. You're going to play one of
Yeah.
if you're the Steelers, you're going to play one. You're going to play probably the Ravens. Is like on all likely you're going to play the Ravens, but because the Ravens are going to have like if you win the division but you beat the Ravens, that's going to put the Ravens at like 7 losses at the end of the year. So that'll put them in that like 6-7 spot, and you're probably going to be 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So
I think the Ravens are cooked, boys.
I hope you're right, but
I don't think they make it past 8 wins.
Look, my dream scenario is that it is Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. We're the 3 seed, they're the 6 seed, and we get.
I would love it. I'll be at the game. Like, here's the thing: I'll be at the home. If the Steelers have a home playoff game, like I will be there. And please don't let me spend all this money going out there to watch this. So I'm all the way in, boys. You don't have
Denver's probably the best case scenario, right?
Denver should be the
case.
best case scenario because Bo Nix will turn it over.
But that defense is so good that they could easily
Tremendous.
shut this offense down.
The scary thing would be if the Jags were the 6 seed.
The Chargers,
Or the 5 seed.
Chargers, or Broncos. I think are the best case scenario.
Yeah, I think Chargers
At home. I'm at home now. If you're not, I don't want to go to LA, but I'm saying at home.
and you don't want to go to Denver for sure because that's
And talent-wise, I would love to see the Jags, but the Steelers just have something with the Jags. Although, I think it's 2 in a row we've lost to them now. We've never lost to them 3 times in a row. So we would be due if we play them.
I don't really fear the Jags too much. That wouldn't be a bad game either.
They play Pittsburgh tough in Pittsburgh. They just do.
that was the old Jags with
The other Broncos theory, I don't want to see Nick Bonito against Broderick Jones. I know he typically plays the other side, but I really don't want to see him on the other side.
That whole defense.
Some chip help, please.
Yeah. A lot of chip help.
Remember the last time the Jags played the Steelers, that was the Chooks game, where Chooks said whatever he said on the sideline, and bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right about that.
He got benched.
They wiped their ass with a terrible towel. So if we do get them, we're going to get them.
All right, guys. This is a good show. Anything else before we get out of here?
No. Looking forward to Victory Monday.
Victory Monday. Thanks, Tony, for coming on. We appreciate it, as always. Always love
Appreciate you inviting me.
Thanks, everybody in the chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can catch us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, thanks for listening to Steel Sanctuary Podcast.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.